The show ran a marathon for him on Saturday, 8 hours of classic episodes. His voice filling living rooms across America one more time, the laugh, the catchphrases, the wow factor, while the people who loved him sat somewhere in Arizona trying to figure out how any of this was real. That was the public farewell the Storage Wars family gave Darrell Sheets, and it was more than television. It was a declaration. This man mattered, this man built something, and before we move on, we are going to stop and say so out loud. Darrell Sheets, known to millions as the Gambler, died on April 22, 2026 in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He was 67 years old. He appeared in 163 episodes of Storage Wars across 13 seasons. He made guest appearances on national talk shows. He survived a heart attack, fought congestive heart failure, built a business in the desert, and posted smiling photos with fans just hours before he was gone. And now, as the tributes pour in, as new details emerge about his final days, and as the Storage Wars family processes a loss nobody was prepared for, the full picture of who Darrell Sheets was is finally coming into focus. Not the gambler, not the catchphrase, the man. Let's start with what happened on that Saturday, because it matters. A network that had moved on 17 seasons in with new cast members and new storylines stopped everything to run 8 straight hours of classic Darrell Sheets episodes. From 1 in the afternoon to 9 at night, back to back. The bids, the reveals, the dramatic locker finds, the moments that made him a star. And then, during the new episode that aired that same evening, the one he wasn't in because he had retired 3 years earlier, a card appeared on screen. And in memoriam, his name, his years, a network saying, "We see you, we remember you were here." That is not a small thing. That is a television institution pausing mid-season to honor someone who gave them their early identity. And it tells you something about what Darrell Sheets meant to that show, not just as a personality, but as a foundation. The show existed the way it did because he was in it, full stop. And then came Laura Dotson. And what she revealed about the final years of Darrell Sheets' life is something that has shaken everyone who thought they understood this story. 3 years, not 3 weeks, not 3 months, 3 full years of cyberbullying, harassment, and fear, endured by a man who spent 13 years projecting confidence on national television, who was known for fearless bids and loud wins, who nobody looking from the outside would have ever guessed was quietly terrified. His family told her 3 years of this. Of someone targeting him, of his social media being hacked, of rumors being spread about him that he had to publicly deny in Facebook posts that broke his heart to write. In March, just weeks before his death, he posted publicly about being hacked by what he called a very evil person. He said he was sick over it. He said these people had ruined him. And then, the line that changes the entire texture of what happened, he said that people were showing up to his work and wanting to harm him. Showing up to his shop in person to harm him. He was not just being hurt online, he was scared, physically scared for himself and for the people around him, and his co-star confirmed exactly that. He was terrified for his life and for the people around him. He didn't know why he was being targeted. 3 years of that terror. 3 years of waking up not knowing who was going to show up that day or what they were going to post or what lie they were going to spread next. 3 years of a man who had already survived a heart attack, who was already managing congestive heart failure and lung complications, carrying a load that would have broken most people long before it broke him. But wait, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone on a screen, confident, funny, larger than life, and assumed they were fine, that the energy they brought to the camera was the energy they took home with them? Because that is the specific cruelty of what happened to Darrell Sheets. The performance was real, the love for the game was real, the relationship with Brandon was real, the shop was real, the smiling photo with fans hours before he died was real. And so was the fear, and so was the exhaustion, and so was the 3-year wait of being targeted by someone who had decided, for reasons nobody can fully explain, to destroy him. Both things were true at the same time, and that is the part that is hardest to sit with. The Storage Wars family, scattered across different stages of their careers, some still filming, some long gone from the show, all found out within minutes of each other. And in that moment, every competitive thing, every ratings rivalry, every behind-the-scenes tension, every auction grudge simply stopped existing. Because Darrell was dead, and that was all that mattered. His partner Kimber, his son Brandon and daughter Tiffany, his granddaughter Zoe. The family that kept him grounded through 13 seasons of television, through a heart attack and surgery and a move to the Arizona desert and a business he built from scratch because he couldn't stop doing the thing he loved. He said once, simply and completely, that Kimber was the love of his life and his biggest supporter. That between them they had 4 beautiful grandchildren that he loved being around. That is the legacy, not the $300,000 Gutierrez painting. Not the Picasso drawing that shocked even the veterans of the show, not the 163 episodes or the marathon that ran 8 hours on a Saturday afternoon. The grandchildren he loved being around, the son he brought onto national television just to have more time with him, the woman he called the love of his life in a public bio because he wanted the world to know it.